Let's drop down. I'll go ahead. I'll just drop down into like a 1 minute time frame. Just go straight to the 1 minute. I'll turn on my fancy dancy New York from the pre-market over to new movies to watch. Over to the close. All right. So this is our New York session for today, from the pre-market over to the close. Gang, y'all know we as we go in every day, we always talk about our pre-market high. This was our pre-market high here today. Okay, this was our pre-market high. Let me make these a little bit bigger so you can see them, right? And this was our pre-market low all the way down here, right? So price was in a very strong buy program when we opened up on the day. We talked about the possibility of having a TGIF because it was Friday, price being in one direction. But what did we say? We said, do not try to force a TGIF, right? We said that right now, this is our pre-market low down here. This is our pre-market high, right? And we opened up 930 right here. This is our 930 open, right? If you can't see it, let me make that a little bit bigger for you. Right, that's our 930 open. Okay, so opening there at 930 right here, right, we said that we were in between the tail of two cities. We had a 5 minute, right, BISI right here, which was an inversion fair value gap, right? If we look at this here, right, this was an inversion fair value gap because it was created back over here at like 8 something in the morning. And this right here was this was a BISI, and this was the inversion fair value gap. 5 minute inversion fair value gap. This one here was the inversion fair value gap, and this was the BISI, right? So a bullish fair value gap, that's an inversion fair value gap, is now a bearish inversion fair value gap. Okay, so we got a bearish inversion fair value gap and a BISI, which is a bullish fair value gap. So we're in between the tail of two cities. Okay, we said don't try to force a TGIF until we get a meaningful break in market structure, right? And looking at price, right, looking at where price was, right, we had a nice strong rally, and until we came down here, right, we wouldn't get a meaningful break in market structure, right? If we pop up to like a 60-minute time frame, right, we just pop up to a 60-minute time frame real quick and look at our structure, right, on the 60-minute time frame, right? Our true breaking structure would be down there on a 60-minute time frame. Like on a 15-minute time frame, see my line there, we're coming down below that order block right there. On like a 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, that would give us a bearish breaking market structure. 60-minute, that would give us a bearish breaking market structure. But from our 930 open, we had quite a ways to go before we got a bearish breaking market structure, right? So we didn't want to try to force a TGIF, just say, oh, we've been going in one direction, we got to sell off. No, we don't have to sell off. What do we talk about? Looking at that premium or discount sensitivity to let us know what is price going to do, right? I shared a trade that I took with the gang today. Again, like we said, we have been highlighting other aspects of the ICT concepts to help guide you in your interaction with trades, right? I said for everyone that was on the pre-market call today, this is an example of scalping inside the range we defined using the first presentation as an inversion fair value gap near the upper octane of the discount 5-minute fair value gap during a macro to target event horizon between our premium and discount fair value gaps, right? Meaning between our bearish inversion fair value gap and our bullish fair value gap, right? If you run, I got another event horizon here, right? Oh, we talked about this event horizon right here also, when we were studying price, right? We got our liquidity pool. If you can't see, that says buy side liquidity with B adjust on. I got that from the continuous contract. When you turn the B adjust on, that was the all-time high, right? When you look at the front month, this is the all-time high right here where it says next target. That was our next target, right? So run a fib in between that high, that liquidity pool, and that liquidity pool. That gives you event horizon right there. Notice how price uses not just event horizon, but the quadrants in between those areas right there, right? But it ain't no algorithm. Now, back to what I was saying, okay? Right, we're gonna borrow this event horizon right here, right? So if we go to the high of this lower fair value gap right there, and we go to the low of this upper fair value gap right there. All right, let's make sure we get the numbers right. That's going to be 74 even and 96.25. Right, so 74 even, 96.25. Right, so right there. And then we said during a macro time and use the first presentation. Right, so we're going to find our macro window. We're going to go to 950 over to 1010, over to 1010. All right, macro window. Okay. All right, so this is our macro time. All right, so if we look here, we see here that this is our first presentation. Right, this is our 9:30 open. Right there, you see here we open at 9:30. And we're kind of dilly-dallying back and forth, right? As we displace down here, that's the first imbalance that we create on this displacement since 9:30 in the morning. That's our first presentation. It is a bearish fair value gap. Okay, so we got a bearish fair value gap, right? And if you notice, right, this is our 5-minute bullish fair value gap that we said we were in between a bullish fair value gap and a bearish inversion fair value gap, right? We are seeing, right, we're seeing discount sensitivity, right? We come down here, right? We trade down here, down to the lower portion of it, come back up, right? Staying, like, we close below consequent encroachment, immediately get back above, right? Now, let's look at a 5-minute chart. These are just 1-minute candles, right? Let's look at a 5-minute chart of that same area, right? Looking at a 5-minute chart of that same area right there. Look at all the 5-minute candles in relations to that consequent encroachment. Discount sensitivity. All right, back to our 1 minute. Okay, on our 1 minute time frame, right? We are identifying this discount sensitivity on the 1 minute time frame, right? We come down, immediately get back above, fail to take out that low, right? Constantly closing above consequent encroachment there, create a bearish fair value gap as we're trading down into an anticipatory reactionary point, and then we come back immediately. This is what I was talking about here. When you're watching price, right, we're bullish right here, but price is going down, right? So it come down, create a bearish fair value gap, right? I'm not trying to short this. I'm waiting for this to become an inversion and see that premium sensitivity, right? So we come back above there, right? We come back above it here, right? We close back above it here. We trade away, take out liquidity, right? So what does that give us here? A bullish Judas swing, down, up, take out internal sell side. I mean short-term sell side, short-term buy side. Boom, boom. So you have a inversion fair value gap, you have a change in the state delivery, and you have a bullish Judas swing. All this bullish order flow at our anticipatory reactionary point, right? At an area where we're anticipating price to be supported by the algorithm, right? We come down here, right? What do we get? Discount sensitivity at this inversion fair value gap, right? drop down, can't make it to it, right? Come here, right? Drop down, boom, right? Dig down into it. We're coming below this low, and this time we trade all the way down into the BISI, all of that right there, right? Come back up, can't get to it again, right? Then we displace away, take off, gone, right? As we're taking off and going, right, we create a BISI right there, right? Create a BISI right there. This is our, right, our range there. Coming down, we're leaving this, all this efficiently delivered area right there. This right here is when we're leaving this area right there. Boom, taking off. This is our discount BISI right there. We trade down into the discount, right? And we continue to move up, and we move up into our inversion fair value gap, right? Once we move up into our inversion fair value gap, right? Watch this here, right? Once we move up into our inversion fair value gap, right? Remember what we said about PD arrays never go stale, right? We come here, let me put a line, vertical line here for a second. Put a vertical line, that's 10, 20, 10, 15, right there. Now go up to a 15-minute time frame. Right, go up to a 15-minute time frame right here. So this right here, right, as we come down, this is a 15-minute time frame. Okay, we drop down, right, move back up right there. Let's go to a 5-minute time frame so we can see all the PD arrays good. Right, so 5-minute time frame, we move down there, right, we move back up, and let's talk about the discount sensitivity at the 5-minute PD array, right? We move back up as we expand back up now, right? When we look here on our 5-minute time frame, right? On our 5-minute time frame, what are we doing? We're dropping back down, right, into a 5-minute suspension block right here, right? We got a 5-minute suspension block, right? I'll just make it like blue so we can see, right? I'll make it blue, right? We expanding up, retracing back down into a 5-minute suspension block that's in the discount of our range, right, throughout that macro time, right? We got here, we got our efficiently delivered area there. We're leaving that area on this 5-minute time frame. We're dropping back down into a discount. This discount PD array right here that was created during the macro time, right? The 5-minute has a reason to come down there, right? Now on the 1-minute time frame, right? Remember we said the 5-minute has a reason to come down there. On the 1-minute time frame, right, we come back up into our inversion fair value gap, and we're chopping and slopping inside our inversion fair value gap, right? We come up here, we make a high right there, we drop down, make a low, right? We trade back up here, then we break down below these lows, right? What does that look like? That look like we got a bearish breaking market structure. That look like we got a smart money reversal and a low risk sale, right? We're dropping down, right? Price is displacing away. It's ready to go down because we're too high. But no, the 5-minute has a reason to come down there, right? On the 1-minute, where does it come to? And the 5-minute, event horizon. Right, remember we was below event horizon, and what we saw, premium sensitivity. We got back above event horizon. What do we see? Discount sensitivity, and then we got on up out of there.
Let him cook. I said let him cook.
Man, y'all do me a favor, hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. I think I'm done talking, man. Unless somebody got something for me. I can't say it no clearer. I don't know.